What's up YouTube, Shadow here, and in this video I'm bringing you a special weapon showcase. This weapon showcase is going to be for the Chikage, or Chikage, whatever you want to call it. It's a katana. I have it in my hands. I took my shirt off to show you a cool effect it has, because a lot of people think you stab yourself, but you don't. Or I assume people think that, but just to get out of the way. So I'm going to go over the stats and everything and use it in PvE and PvP in this video. So I have it +9, and let's look at the physical attack. Physical attack's 173, same with blood attack. And you look at all the scalings. Well, first we'll go over my bludgeon effects. I have physical attack up +15, physical attack up +9.5%, physical up near death 3.6%, and that rapid poison effect. Now the attributes are, the scaling is pretty ridiculous. It has E in strength, C in skill, A in blood tinge, and D in arcane. So really, the weapon can level up using pretty much all those. You can level up the attack using those effects and the scaling and all that good stuff. And the requirements are down below. You can check that out: 10, 14, 12. And now we're going to go over the description of the weapon. Foreign-made weapon wielded by the royal guards who protected Annalise, Queen of the Vile Bloods, at Cainhurst Castle. When an intricate rippled engraving that spans the Chikage blades in bugle blood, sword signs, and scarlet hues. However, the right eats away at the wielder's very essence. Now, what it means by wheel away at your essence is, I'll put it in the trick form, and as you see, it gets blood on the blade. Check out the health at the top. You're going to see that it slowly takes away your health, but not only that, when you use the special power attack, it rapidly drains your health. So that's going to be very tricky to deal with, especially in PvP situations and stuff like that. So, but I do believe with your blood tinge level up, when you do that special trick, it really boosts the attack. So this weapon has a great potential, even though my attack with it is not as great as it could be. But don't let that discourage you. If you put your stats in the right spot, I see tons of potential for this weapon being an absolutely fantastic weapon. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to Cainhurst Castle. I'm going to show you how to get it because it's very tricky. A lot of people have screwed up, even including my brother and my friend Toxic. So I'll see you at Cainhurst Castle. Now I'm going to go over this real fast. When you get to Cainhurst Castle, there's going to be one boss down there. You're going to kill him and you're going to receive a crown. You can equip the crown on your head and it reveals an illusory wall to this room. You'll see the queen there. Do not run up to her and just talk to her, because she sees it disrespectful. She won't like you and she will not let you join. The line on the ground, the 2 lines, you got to walk up and kneel. Do not go up to her. So what's going to happen is, if you don't do that, if you just walk up and kneel first, she'll talk to you in a friendly manner and invite you into the Vile Blood Covenant. And I am actually part of the Vile Blood Covenant, and I'll have Covenant videos coming up to show all the covenants and how you can get into them and etc. But when you join the Covenant, she gives you a badge, and the Cainhurst Vile Blood badge, you can take that back to the Hunter's Dream and buy the Vile Blood armor set and get the Chikage. That's how you get it. But there are rumors that you can also get it in the Chalice Dungeon as a rare item. So, and I believe you could. I found the Uncanny Saw Cleaver in the Chalice Dungeon, but there's the Cainhurst badge right there. And the badge of the Royal Guards, Cainhurst, loyal guardians of the Vile Blood Queen Annalise. The Vile Bloods are hunters of blood and hunt prey as they search for blood drugs. The hunter who's joined them is faced with a decision to merely borrow their strength or to become one of them, heart and soul. So, that's how you get it right there. So next up is PvE combat with this weapon. So I'm going to go to some enemies and show you how it works. So up first, ladies and gentlemen, is the PvE combat, and then up next we got the PvP combat. So I go through Yarnum, I've been fighting some people with this weapon and some enemies in game, and it's a very easy weapon to use, just like the katanas in Dark Souls. I mean, it's not hard to use, but I don't know, it's just, I believe it has so much potential that it's not shown in my video because I don't have the stats to roll high, because I'm working more on a strength and skill based build. But and again, if you want to see me once I am higher level and have those leveled up, you can ask for a second video for the Chikage. But I'm just going around and I'm fighting these people, and I'm trying to use the the trick change where it starts to drain your health, and this reminds me, it's very similar to me to the Chaos Blade in Dark Souls 1. But I can't remember. If I remember right, I believe, and don't, if I get wrong, don't go crazy, because it's been a long time since I played Dark Souls 1, but I believe with the Chaos Blade in Dark Souls 1, it's when you hit the enemy is when your health goes down, not over time. So I see this weapon more is going to be used for like possibly a vitality slash blood tinge build. And I think that's what this weapon is going to be mainly used for, because that's just how it seems to work. You gotta have a lot of health that you can spare, and you gotta have skill points to give it all its boosted stats and all that. So, but now I believe we are going into PvP. So to start off, we're gonna fight an opponent. His name is Clover, and this was a really interesting fight. I believe we took it out. Yeah, this was the first fight, and it was super interesting because a environmental enemy got in the middle. So at first, like, I'm just trying to get like a feel for him and how he plays. Trying to use my weapon a lot to stagger him, keep him from using his weapon or healing, which you gotta do in the PvP for Bloodborne. So because there's a lot of healers, and that it should be expected. So you see I got him down half health, and this thing's doing good damage. It's only saying it hits 200, but again, PvP, or your health's reduced if you go into their world, or their health's reduced. So right here, I believe he heals, yep. So since he healed, I heal. I shoot him, and we're heading up this hill, and this is where the, I was freaking out at the beginning a little bit, but I realized if I'm going to beat this guy, I gotta stay calm. So, you see, I'm still doing good damage. I got him down the last hit, rushing to get it, missed it barely. But, and again, I'm just keeping the pressure on him, and you have to do that. This is where I realized, like, yep, I gotta calm down. I gotta think and play smart if I'm gonna beat this guy, because I got both of them to deal with. So he thinks he can be cheeky and run up on me like that and try to use that opponent against me, the environmental enemy. But, you know, I'm just staying calm. I'm not really freaking out at this point, and my main target is him. But you're gonna see I killed that environmental opponent by the backswings, which is just funny. I mean, this is a good weapon for crowds, and I feel like it's a really good weapon for PvP in general. So, and I try to use the trick change. I try to use it in the PvP fights, but when I'm the host and I have my full health, I'm more comfortable. But you're gonna see here, and I think these next couple fights, yeah, I'm not the host. You can see I got a real bad vitality deduction. My health is lower. So you really got to keep that in mind, and that really limits your use for the trick change, the blood tinge trick change, or whatever you want to call it. But it really limits it. And even when I do it, if you watch this video, if you've seen it in this video, I don't know if it happened here or not, I did it, and it seemed like it did about the exact same amount of damage. So I'm sitting there trying to basically decide, is it really even worth losing health when you've already had health deducted from you for about the same amount of damage, which is probably, again, my stats aren't really made for this weapon, because I believe with Blood Tinge, it would do a considerably larger amount of damage. Like, I'm sure, hands down, it would. But again, I don't have levels in Blood Tinge yet, because I have priorities first. And again, if you want to see a second video, just let me know. When I'm higher level and I have the Blood Tinge up, I'll use this weapon again and do another video. But this is a really interesting fight. It's really tight. We're just trying to keep the pressure on each other. And I believe he ends up getting me. And right here, I heal, because I was like watching and waiting for him to heal, because I thought he would. But he didn't, and I kind of felt bad for that. But hey, he won anyway, so GG to that guy. That was a really good fight. Next up, we got B Buldidi. I don't know what kind of name that is, but, and I believe he also ends up killing me. And yeah, something funny happens, but you'll see it. And there is actually another very important side note, which is actually what I was going to talk about. That's funny. Like the papers, the fire paper, bolt paper you use for effects on the weapon, it for some reason you can't do it with the katana, I guess. It just won't let you, and you'll see in the video on the last fight. That's going to be coming up here in a minute. But He ends up killing me. That's the sword I actually use the most. That is my primary weapon, the Ludwig Holy Blade, as you can probably see in my other videos. And I love that weapon. It's really intimidating to go up against. It's got a large swing, and it just can dish out the damage. So he has a very similar build to my build, and he's using the weapon I use. So it's very interesting to fight that guy. But GG to him. And now we are coming up on the last fight. So now we're fighting Ali Coles, I believe it was. And here's the fire paper. I tried to use it, it doesn't work. And I'm just like, damn it. You know, because I was getting frustrated. And I was like, people keep putting shit on their weapons. I want something on this weapon. I want to see how it works and how how much it boosts the damage. But unfortunately, I can't give you guys that information because it just doesn't work. So if you're going to use this weapon, keep in mind, I couldn't find him at first. I made sure to kill him. He tried to rush up on me while I was busy with him. I'm using the Ludwig's rifle now. And again, I don't really pull out and do the trick change because I just don't really feel, I don't feel it's necessary for me to do it because it doesn't really change much for me. But we're doing some we just keep trading hits back and forth, and this happens a lot in the video with this guy, and it is just kind of funny to me. So he's healing, I'm healing. Trying to use his gun to keep me from healing. He does actually, like, stagger me, like, twice with his gun, which is the first time I've ever been staggered. And you can see there, we're just trading hits and trading hits. And the weapon is doing some good damage to him. But again, I just feel like this weapon has so much more potential that I can't do that damage because I don't have the right stats in the right place, the right levels. But don't let that discourage you from testing out this weapon for yourself, because this could be the perfect weapon for your build. And it does have a lot of potential. It has a lot of, I don't know, I just feel something for this weapon that I feel like it can wreck people, and it probably will end up wrecking people, and it seems like it's more of a PvP weapon to me more than PvE. But you see that, man, he's staggering me with gunshots. We're running around fighting. This is the last fight though, guys, so I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you like this weapon showcase video. Let me know if you want me to let me know what weapon you guys want to see next. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you next Bloodborne video.